So in this video we're gonna talk about the best buildings to build early on in the game. And these are my top priority in the beginning. What you want to do in the beginning, you want to build 2 stone houses with rattle roof. And the reason why we build a rattle roof is because you won't have planks in the start. But start with building 2 stone houses because I've mentioned it in previous videos that the mood will be higher for your villagers if you have a stone house. I'm not gonna go into it here as well, you can check the other videos out. But I would build 2 stone houses and then I would recruit my first person, put it in the other house and build a woodshed. Now keep in mind that you won't have the resource storage or the food storage yet. So you will have to put food and water into the chest in the house where your person is living so that they can eat, and also the firewood. And you want to put the tools needed, the axes, inside this chest here so that they are able to work, since you don't have the woodshed or the resource storage or the food storage yet. And the reason why I want to build a woodshed as fast as possible is because it's really tedious to get those logs in the beginning to progress further and build more buildings. So if we check here, we take this woodshed here. We're gonna try to find one with rank 3 in extraction, and he's gonna gather 72 logs every single day for you, and that's so many logs, it's insane. So that's the top priority, is to get the woodshed going. And I do want to say that in the beginning you won't have any buckets and stuff, so what you could do is just buy a bucket in Piastovia. They're super cheap. You can buy them from the weapons vendor, the woman. They're super cheap if you haven't found one out and about. And what you want to do with the food, you can just kill one animal and place meat there. If you have fast crafting, you can make roasted meat. It's not necessary. You can just put normal meat there and it will keep them happy for a while. Now, when you have that going, you do want to consider to get the resource storage and the food storage, just to keep this tedious thing away when you get more villagers. So after these 2 and the woodshed, I would either make the resource storage and the food storage, or I would consider building a small field so that you get up your farming technology and build a farm shed. And the next person you want to assign is a person to the farm shed. But it's the same here. You need to put the tools inside this chest here and the water and the food inside their house. So those are the 2 most important production buildings I would personally take. I know a lot of people have talked about making a hunting shed in the start, and I just want to compare the woodshed to the hunting shed real quick, so you before all the comments come. You get 72 logs from one person here every single day. If we compare that to the hunting lodge here, where you get, if we put this on meat here and they have a skill of 3 in hunting, they will get 26 meat every single day. And 26 meat is pretty much nothing. So if you want to build the hunting lodge later in the game, do consider putting it on fur so you can put rugs in the houses to get the mood up for villagers. I wouldn't recommend getting meat in the hunting lodge. So after that, it's pretty much straightforward. You want to build more houses, and you pretty much want to get another woodshed to get even more logs and a little bit of planks, so you never have to worry about them. Because logs are used for pretty much everything in the game, from crafting tools to houses, to firewood to planks. They have use for so much things. Later on in the game, what you do want to get is the smithy. The smithy is good because you're not gonna have any sickles to harvest the fields. So you can either make a smithy here and make the sickle, or you can buy a sickle in Piastovia. But you want to get this either way, so get the smithy. And the next thing I would get is the pigsty. Now, the pigsty is pretty good for manure, so that you get fertilizer. But before you have the pigsty and have the money to buy all the pigs, you could hunt animals in the forest, and you just drop down the meat on the ground, and the next season it will have rotten, so that you can take them to the barn and create fertilizer with the rot. But later on in the game you want to create fertilizer with manure. So that's my tip for the start of the game, is to build 2 houses. You want to build the woodshed, and you want to build a farm shed. After that, you want to build the resource storage and the food storage, and then you want to build more houses, and you want to create another woodshed, because they're so good now after the latest patch. So that's it for me today. If you liked the video, like it, and if you want to see more, subscribe to the channel. Have a nice day. Bye bye.